Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar, and we're here with the Punchline slash Camilla Wallace #1 crossover special. What is the actual title of this book? This says Punchline Special #1, so I guess that's the actual title. And gosh, I really want to show you like this entire book, and not for the usual reason of I liked every page and I want to share so much of this book with you. I want to show you the entire book because man, yeah, let's just leave it at that. Because man. So this dude is apparently a ventriloquist whose costume cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he took out a big loan for it. And he wants to use his super speed flight to travel the world to do lots of shows, which I guess kind of implies people know that this guy is a superhero and a ventriloquist. It's a weird setup, and I don't understand it. A lot of other stuff I don't understand, but we're going to start here with this two-page spread. Okay, so she's like getting backstage VIP tickets for the ventriloquist, try to set him up to get killed or something. I don't really understand why. Similarly, he shows up at the backstage here, and he's like, "There's the legend of the golden skeleton" or something, which I don't understand, like how that fits in, why that's a thing, unless he's in on the scheme to kill this guy or whatever. Like I don't really get it. Also, the Verse Lake, come on, the Sausage Lake. Like, did you really think you'd be able to put a sausage factory next to the Sausage Lake and I wouldn't know what you were doing? I saw what you did there, bro. Okay, we haven't got to the sausage factory yet. We'll get to the sausage factory. So the thing that really gets me. Okay, well, let's start back. #1, I didn't recognize that that was Jesse at first. I recognized Mel, but I didn't recognize Jesse until she like transformed, and then it all makes sense. Or maybe she's not in on the death plot. I'm not really sure. And I guess it doesn't really matter because I don't know why we're setting this up in such a complicated, convoluted way. But they're definitely in on the death plot. I mean, you can see right here. Time to go and set up his death once and for all. I think my big problem with this book is the people don't sound like actual human beings. And, oh, maybe people don't know that this guy can fly, in which case, how is him performing all around the world? How does that make any sense? If he's flying at like Mach 5 or whatever. We're moving on. We're moving on. So, oh gosh, which pages do I want to talk about? Like, let's start with the dialogue right here. He's like ripping this tree up. Look at this. Is it normal? Must be a dead and hollow tree. I don't understand. Now he's out here because he's like panning for the lost gold from the skeleton or something. And they're out here because they're hiking or something or whatever. It's all just a setup so he can fight a giant pig. Which I gotta admit, the giant pig, I actually really like how it looks there. But I think my thing with this book is everybody seems to be walking around, and when I read this, they're walking around and they're in like a monotone and they're talking very loudly. Calm down, ladies. Are you okay? I heard a scream. I screamed because I saw a pig. It was a monster pig. You're safe now. Look at this. Is it normal? Must be a dead and hollow tree. Like, that's how I'm reading all the text in here. And I don't know if that's fair to this dude, but that's just how I'm reading it. Also, I like her little pose right there. It was a monster pig, and she's clearly showing, like, how monstrous the pig is. Like, that's kind of fun. All right, so, and then over here. Oh, my lord, it's a monster pig. Okay. Um, yeah, I think this is kind of where I start running, like up to here, I was just kind of like reading the book and accepting it, but then I'm seeing like how this stuff is depicted over here and this right here. Like he's texting her, asking for help, which implies he knows that she's a superheroine, except he doesn't know she's a superheroine. So Versima has her own cell phone or something. Like I don't understand. I don't understand how we're maintaining secrets here when we got people texting on cell phones. Like, this is kind of stretching my incredulity. Incredulity? Whatever, however that word's pronounced. It's breaking my suspension of disbelief. And I don't get this. Haha, love this guy, must go now. What? I gotta go back and read like the first 13 issues of Punchline, man. Let me go get my trade paperback out and read Blood Sisters or whatever that first trade was. Because I don't remember Jesse ever talking like this. And Mel yelling out the window, don't forget, I'm sorry, don't forget, he doesn't know Jesse and Versima are the same person. Like, I don't I don't comprehend exactly what's going on here. Like why they're acting this way. And it wouldn't take a lot of rewriting to make this read a whole lot better and read much closer to at least how these characters sound in my head. Let me just kind of zip forward. Oh, gosh, there's so much stuff in here that I just want to point out stuff on every page. But we're not going to. We're going to come over here to this 2-page spread of them fighting pigs. And again, like the actual like pig combat, there's like some really fun panels in this. And I got no problem with that. What I do got a problem with is just look at this first panel. There's a gate being opened. Stay behind me. You too. You too is not a response to stay behind me. Wouldn't no, you stay behind me actually be a response? Why are there 3 exclamation points? It doesn't make any sense. Also, in all of Punchline, I don't really remember Versima ever just like pushing her butt out at the camera, man. I could be wrong. I absolutely could be wrong. But this book seems to have this weird focus on ladies pushing their butts out. That's just not present in any other Punchline material. Like right here, first page of the book. It's kind of weird. Also, like pig scrotum from behind. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Like, what am I looking at and why is that here? Also, must find a nice tail somewhere. Like, why would you be thinking that? Why wouldn't you just show like her grabbing a pig by the tail, which is right here, and then just show slinging that pig around? And then they do like a weird bet thing, and I don't understand why they're doing that or anything like that. I bet you can't punch this pig. And then he's like, oh yeah? Yeah, see here. Bet you can't punch this one. If you do, I promise to attend all your shows for the rest of the year. What? I don't understand, bro. I really don't get it. Also, this dude's like superpowers, like he only gets one at a time, which that's been done before. Like the hardcore agents, like they only get one power at a time, which is why they walk around carrying like guns and stuff. So having to swap between super speed flight, strength, and invulnerability, like just having one at a time, that's kind of a fun concept here, but it never really pans out. He just will periodically be like, I must rest for a few minutes so I can change powers. And then he just like sits down. It doesn't feel like it ever came up in here that he had the wrong power for the situation or anything like that, except for when he uses it as an excuse to call her in. And another thing with this book is, you know, you're showing me this great Matt Weldon art on the cover. You should have showed me that art on the front cover instead of this being on the back cover, because this is what the interior art looks like, and this is not a bad cover either. In fact, I really like the like giant pig face right there. Like, I think that's kind of fun. I think this would have probably sold the book as well as the other one. Oh, dude, there's like a bend in my book. I just now noticed that. There's it's like you probably can't see it. Yeah, it's not showing up in the camera. Looks like there's tool marks right there, like from a conveyor belt or something, that runs right down the book like that. It's like stippling, but going the wrong way for it to be a printing error. Weird. I did like this panel or this page at the back of the book. It's not really a story panel, but I like how her glasses like flew off. I think that's kind of fun. So I guess where I'm coming from is I really wanted to like this thing, but man, the dialogue and some of the artistic choices kind of pulled me out of it and kept me from enjoying it the way I wanted to. There you go. That's Punchline Special number 1. You can see how it's number 1. You can see it because it says number 1 right there. Boom. Yeah, if you were looking at that, your eyes, you probably just went like cross-eyed. Now you're blind. You can't see anything, and it's my fault. And I'll take the heat. Oh, wow. This review was a whole lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, you all take care of yourselves. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I did see that this is apparently getting picked up. The story is continuing in the next issue. I don't remember where I saw that. It's not in the book. Oh, I saw it on a website. I saw it on a website. So anyway, I think Punchline 14 will pick up whatever's going on here, and makes me wonder why this book just isn't Punchline number 14. I don't know, bro, but I'm out of here. Bye bye.